Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. Welcome in to Lock It In here, guys. We got some great bets for you sitting here for a Saturday today on May 10th. We'll see what Scott has. Scott usually has some off-the-wall bets, and I'm sure we got something coming from him as well. But we'll get your recap from last week. We'll talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs, and we'll give you your locks all with hopefully within a 30-minute show here. Stay tuned. Let's get at it. Welcome on in to Lock It In on the Raccoon Sports. My name is Tanner Dawson. Joining with me, of course, is Alan Perales and Scott Coe. Guys, happy Saturday. Some breaking news right off the bat. Derek Carr retires. That injury must be way worse than what we anticipated.
Okay, who had Aaron Rodgers on the bingo card in New Orleans? Because he's got two spots right now. He could. So as soon as I heard that, I placed a future bet, and I can get into it later in the show. But so the Saints are one Chris Olave injury away from just saying screw the season, we're tanking. If he gets another concussion, I think that the Saints are just going to tank the season. They're going to say screw it and tank it.
I honestly don't think they go at Rodgers' way. I think they stick with what they got.
Yeah, I think Radler is the starting quarterback. That's what I think. Yeah. And then they draft one next year in high and get him ready for
if I'm Jonathan Grisham.
Oh boy.
Just
sorry, Jonathan. Well, he wanted Carr gone. He didn't like Carr.
Correct.
So
correct. But he didn't want to be stuck with Rattler.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And you got an
it's either Rattler or Tyler Shuck, one of the two.
That's
true.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. So you got an aging Kamara in the backfield. You got Chris Olave, who's one concussion away from probably retirement. They really don't have a lot. They really don't. So, they got Rashid Shaheed. They got, their defense is not good. So, the future bet I put in was Saints fewest wins in NFL this year, because I could see them just saying, "See ya." Giants got talent now. The Giants are going to be okay.
If they don't go out and make a move for a quarterback that's not Rattler or Shuck, then yes, I think your prop bet, I think your futures bet is going to be spot on.
Yep,
I really do.
Kirk Cousins.
Don't look now. That NFC East might be the best division in football this year. The moves that the Giants make, I agree with you, Scott. I think the Giants are going to improve this year, especially with the talent that they have now. I think you add George Pickens to Dallas. I think that gives them a little bit more of an edge. And Washington's still going to be relevant, and Philly's still going to be relevant. So I think all four teams are going to be good.
I think the NFC West is by far the best division. I wouldn't say the East. I think it goes West than East. I think there's more competition.
Well, that also depends on if Kyler Murray decides to play like a number one.
I think Arizona's going to be much improved this year. I actually think Arizona's going to.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get the fallout like they had last year, because they were leading the pack for a while last year. So and they fell out, of course, as time goes on, but. I don't think you're going to.
Who knows what the 49ers will be with all the guys that they lost this year, too.
Yeah, but you know what? Right. With the 49ers, they still got who?
Brock Purdy?
Yep. Christian McCaffrey? Is he still there, even though he's injured half the time?
He's still there.
I actually think the AFC North, sans the Cleveland Browns, could be one of the better divisions in football. I think the Bengals will be better. I think the Ravens.
I think the AFC is generally always the better division.
Yeah, so I think it goes NFC West, NFC East, AFC North. I think those are the top three divisions of football this year.
Come down.
So, yeah.
Did the Saints know this was happening?
That's the other question I have.
They talked about him possibly being out for the year going in the draft, right? So
Yeah.
that was a discussion at hand at the time. Then it was like, oh nope, we should be okay. I don't think we need to make that move. They drafted Tyler, Shock, right? And just I think that as the in case thing. But I guarantee you something came over the last couple of weeks since the draft that was, hey, Derek, this actually might be more serious than what you really think.
Right.
And the team thought as well. I guarantee you there was a third or fourth or fifth opinion that brought light to this issue. Whatever it is, that's what's coming into play.
Looking at it, I think the NFC North might actually be the toughest in the NFC side, especially if the Bears find them.
No, we're not. No,
I don't know what Minnesota's going to be this year, but
we're talking about the team that's going down, the Green Bay team that's just this the entire time. So that leaves you with Detroit, which we don't know how they're going to be without their two coaches. We've seen Philly. Remember Philly's first year without their two coaches, were one pretty. So we'll see what Detroit is like. But then Chicago,
10th straight offensive coordinator that Jalen Hurts has had in his football career. 10th straight one in 10 years.
Hey, that's just Jalen Hurts making them look good.
Mm-hmm.
You want a hot take on the Lions? The Lions are going 9-8 this year.
I think they go. I think they're too good. I think their division sucks, and they're too good to get less than 10 wins.
Did you see their road schedule this year? It is brutal. Brutal.
They can sneak in a few wins. It's all right. Schedule drop, guys, on Wednesday this upcoming week.
Christmas in May.
I mean, we say schedule drop on May, but between now and Wednesday, we'll pretty much know the full schedule because that's the way NFL works is, oh, look, we leaked this one.
Tanner, you want to
know the whole schedule?
Tanner, you want to come pick me up and we'll go watch your Chiefs in AT&T Stadium this year?
Hey, that might be a thought. I wonder what day they're going to do that on.
Get ready for opening night.
Kansas City does come to Dallas this year.
Remember last time we were in Dallas? The freaking sun was shining in, and it was.
That's right. He couldn't see.
Yeah, and then Tyreek out of nowhere, right before halftime, ended up scoring that touchdown.
Yeah. We still won that game, but
yeah, that was a abysmal game though. Otherwise,
everybody out there, be prepared. Detroit, Philadelphia's opening night.
Yeah. So it looks like we got NFC North, AFC West. Our extra NFC game is Arizona. And then our extra AFC opponent is the Jets. Okay, that's a win.
Hey Tanner, did you notice since the Pickens trade that Allen has renewed optimism now in the Cowboys?
It's kind of weird though, right? I mean, for a guy that dropped like 12 balls for the last 4 weeks of the season, and they were perfectly placed. I don't know if I'd be all hype about that.
As soon as Pickens has a 2 for 38 receiving
game, he's going to go off. Weeks 1 through 5, he's going to blow up.
Oh, I know he's
going to. But then the last 4 weeks of the season, he's going to forget that he has to care about football and drop everything. And then
2 for 38 with 6 drops. 2 for 38 with 6 drops for Pickens in week 12. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And then all Cowboy fans on Twitter will be, he sucks. I don't know why we traded for him. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, okay.
No. You know what they're going to do? They're going to blame Dak again.
Dak. I mean,
it's always
that point. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's always.
Yeah, it was just like Pittsburgh. I didn't hear Pittsburgh really blaming Pickens. It was Russell Wilson's fault. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson has to run 30 yards down the field and get blown up because nobody else on his freaking team will catch the ball, but it's tight end.
The Steelers blew it up. They got DK Metcalf in trade. They traded Pickens, and they got Mason Rudolph as quarterback. So, all you Steelers fans, good luck.
Well, I don't. And again, they're probably finished above 500 because Tomlin. And again, this is just one of the great coaching aspects of it. Like, as much as people might complain that he doesn't win championships, well, you also don't have losing seasons, and you go rotate through 900 quarterbacks every year. So, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Your offense is never consistent.
Nope. I don't know where they're getting offense from this year. I really don't. Where you getting?
I do like the Caleb Johnson kid.
I do too.
Back, so
I do too.
Well, but hey, that's closer to fantasy time. Let's talk a little NBA playoffs, guys. Last night, we kind of saw a couple games go. Yeah. Anything surprise you on this one here for last night between the two games?
Oklahoma City struggled on offense big last night. They really did, and that it can't be the altitude. Those players have played there many times.
Again, this is something I've told you guys going into the series. It's the veteran presence of Denver being there, done that, and Oklahoma City still being very young, and we could say inexperienced. We really can on a lot of these guys. They haven't really gone far in the playoffs, and it's they had a cakewalk with Memphis for the most part. But now you got to play a real championship team, and I think that's really where it's coming from. Alan, do you agree? Alan, what are you thinking here? What's our OKC fan thinking about why OKC is struggling?
Oh, look, there's another missed basket. Wonderful.
Hey, we think about missed shots, but they're forced missed shots.
A lot of them are forced. I didn't actually watch the game, but I had the ESPN ticker up, and it's even just by looking at that and seeing missed shot, missed shot, missed shot. I'm like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like, come on. This is a team that shot very well in the regular season. Like, I don't understand why and then of course you go back to the Memphis series. They find ways to stay in ball games. They just can't finish games against good teams. And that's what they've struggled with so far.
But here's the other thing that kind of portends to this being a 2-1 series. OKC had the largest win differential in NBA history this year. They did not play a lot of close games. So my question is, when they get in a close game, can they win it? And last night showed you, with the veteran presence in Denver, because those guys have been there before. They've done it over and over again. Mm-hmm. Can OKC win a close game in the last 4 minutes? Do they know what to do to win games? And right now, my answer is no, they don't. And they can't. So I know they blew out Memphis 3 of the 4 games. They had to come back from what? Alan, I think it was like a 25-point deficit or something in game 3 to beat Memphis. But other than that, they really haven't had a lot of close games this year. So I think Denver's mantra is, let's keep the game close and see if OKC can win it. And the answer is no right now.
Because if you look at that game, every single quarter, yes, OKC pretty much won every single quarter, but Denver just slowly, they stayed with them. They stayed with them the entire game. The fact that you couldn't put that team away is what allowed Denver to not only stay in that game, like you said, Scott, but ultimately win it in the end.
It's to what Tanner said. It's veteran presence. Denver's got it. And OKC does not. And that's the problem. So that's what I think.
It is. And then we finally saw Cleveland healthy, after missing how many guys for so long. Any thoughts around that series? Is it changing? Is it switching? What are we thinking?
I think it's changing. I think you saw, if Cleveland plays like they did last night, nobody can beat them. Nobody. Even my Celtics. So I think the series is starting to turn, and I think if Cleveland wins game 4, I think it could be over in 6, to be honest. So
I don't mind that.
No.
I still think it'll go 7, because I think you're going to see Indiana, take at least one more game out of them.
So NBA fan, if your team gets down 0-2 and they win game 3, don't worry. They're fine. Celtics fans are like, I don't want to get into Celtics fans. They're over. I mean, I think Missoula is not a good coach, number one. Number two, Celtics fans are in a state of panic. Well, if they win today, this is Jason Tatum time today. If he scores 35 points today and the Celtics win, they're fine. They're fine. So I'm not worried until the final score comes up today.
Then you got to wait till that clock is 0. I mean, plain simple.
Yes. Yeah.
That's 2 games in a row now.
2 games in a row, 20-point leads, and you blow it. That's coaching. That's on the coach.
Yes, it is.
And it's on the players too, but it's on the coach. Coach needs to put that game away, and he didn't.
It's on the whole. I mean, really, it's on the whole team. It really is.
Yes.
And by the way, so here's my personal take here. I talked about it in the Buffoons on our whiskey tasting show on Wednesday night. I talked about Porzingis not being in the starting lineup, still recovering from that illness. I mean, not having him right off the bat in your lineup with the starters, I think it's starting to kill some momentum. Like I know he's playing and he's trying to play through it, but Horford ain't gonna do it. Like he's good off the bench, let him be your fatigue guy. But having Porzingis playing the minutes he is, and as few and not with the starting lineup, I think it's killing the lineup.
Yeah, because we know Horford is coming back this year, this past season, to be a guy coming off the bench. And now he's got to play 32, 33 minutes a game. His body can't do that. I mean, he saw it all season. Day off, day off, day off. Play, day off, day off. Play. I mean, he just can't do it. He's at a point in his life, his career now, where he's 25 minutes tops is all he can do. So
I'd say tops, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just wild there for it. Alan, anything else on the Celtics Knicks series?
I mean, Scott, you said it. If they continue to play like this, if they win this game, I mean, you're never out of a series. You're really not. If you go down 0-3, there's a good chance, but you go down 2-1, you got life. You got to take it one game at a time. Most teams understand that.
So here's my question. Here's what a radio station up here in Boston said. Remember last year, they beat Miami with no Butler. They beat Cleveland with no Donovan Mitchell. They beat Indiana, Halliburton got hurt. And they beat a 5 seed in Dallas. Was last year's title, did it mean a little bit less than it meant? Because this year they're playing teams at full strength, and especially with the Knicks, they're having problems. I mean, that's the thing. People are wondering up here if the title last year was not the title because they didn't play anybody. It went 16-3 in the playoffs, and they didn't play a superstar, basically, except Luka in the finals. So, I mean, that's the thing that they're talking about. Boston now was last year's title just a circumstance of every team they played was injured, and they didn't play a full strength team. And would they have won it last year if they did? And I don't know. So.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah. Guys, there's another series going on tonight. Golden State, Minnesota. No Steph. Obviously, game 1, it didn't matter. Game 2, it shined through. Jimmy B did not show up. He was under his points total. Draymond scored a tremendous amount of points in game 1. Nowhere to be seen because, he fouls and all that text and all that jazz. So, I mean, what's our thoughts here going into game 3 tonight? Like,
as Whit would like to say, Uncle Draymond struck last time out.
It's keeping their cool, I think, in the end.
I think Steph comes back game 5. So if Minnesota's not up 3-1, they could be in trouble. They have to win these next 2 games because if Steph comes back, you saw the Golden State team with Steph, even though it was only quarter and a little bit, and without Steph. And the team without Steph is scary to watch. I don't know why ABC has Golden State, Minnesota on tonight. It should be Celtics Knicks because that game might not be pretty to watch.
It's just the way the schedule dropped.
Yeah, it is. But if I'm Minnesota, I need to take care of business the next 2 games because if they don't, if it comes back, it's 2-2 or 3-1 Golden State. But playoff Jimmy could go up. So
I agree. It's going to be kind of wild. We'll see how Jimmy shows up. We'll see if the rest of the team shows up for Golden State. And we'll see also if Minnesota can capitalize.
And if you're Anthony Edwards, this is the team you wanted to face this round.
Yes.
Now go out there and show everybody the guy that we saw in round 1 that took out the Lakers.
Yep. So, and of course, we are at the Stanley Cup playoffs heating up as well. That's been a great series between all those games here. So we'll be talking about that. But guys, now it's our favorite time of the day here. We're going to lock in some bets for it. Now, last Saturday, I hit all 3 of my bets, my 1, 2, and a bonus. Scott hit all 3 of his bets, 1, 2, and a bonus. Alan hit 2 out of 3 of his bets. He missed the Seattle -1.5 versus the Rangers. And now last Sunday, as we ended the weekend, I hit my 1 and 2 locks, did not hit my bonus. Scott went 0 and 3 that day. Yeah. And then Alan went 1 and 2 that day. So a little tough last Sunday going at it here, but now we're back at it here Saturday. Hey, we were successful last Saturday. Let's do it again in the play. So, without further ado, let's lock it in. Scott, we'll start with you. Give me your 1, 2, and a bonus for today.
So my number 1 bet, top bet, is Jason Tatum over 10.5 rebounds. He is getting defensive rebounds like crazy. He's boarding. The Knicks can't. He's got a talent the Knicks can't stop. And if he could just get in the game here in his head and stop with the little, thought deficiencies, he'll be fine. So I like that one a lot. I think Tatum's gonna.
What was that, Jason Tatum?
Over 10.5 rebounds. It's -105 on DK. So it's almost a double money situation. I'm going to go to the diamond. I'm going to go Garrett Crochet over 6.5 Ks. Plus 100. Plus 100. That was the kicker for me when I saw the plus 100. Last night's game, the Royals and Red Sox struck out combined 22 times. It's Crochet and Reagans today, which is an outstanding pitching matchup. So I was tempted to go the under 7. I think it was under 7 runs. I was tempted to go there, but I just didn't. So, and then the third bet,
the bonus,
college baseball parlay. And if you know this show, we are the king of the small schools. So I am going small school parlay today. Give me Southern Mississippi, Charlotte, and George Mason. And I think that's plus. I think it came out to plus money. I didn't look at it, but so I'm going small schools. College baseball is wrapping up rapidly here. So
yes, it is.
There's no American. There's no American. There's no losing. So those are my 3 parlay bets.
Well, we're only we're in May, so we're another 4 months away till we can start betting some small schools again. So
absolutely can't wait. I can't wait.
I can because it gets cool, but yeah, as long as the weather is nice, I'm good with it. The 4 or 5 months, guys, and then we'll be back at it with your small schools.
American, where are you?
All right, Alan, you're up. What you got? Jackson State. Jacksonville State.
So I'll go college baseball first. 3 team I have here: Florida State, West Virginia, and UC Irvine.
Oh, what happened to LSU, Alan? They're off the.
Yeah,
No. They're playing Arkansas, so I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I agree. I didn't touch it today either. So,
second one. Sorry, Scott. Going the Knicks plus 6.5 at home in the Garden tonight.
You know what, Alan? I'm afraid you're going to be right. That's the problem.
The fall of Boston sports happens tonight.
I don't think the Knicks have played a playoff game larger than like 4 points this playoff.
I don't think they have either.
No, so +6.5 is great play.
Yeah.
And the bonus.
Do a MLB parlay here. Go Atlanta Braves.
Stink.
Yep.
Again, sorry, Scott. Kansas City Royals. And I might regret this. Let's go Chicago White Sox.
Oh, that's a loss.
They won yesterday.
They're playing Miami today. They're playing Miami.
That's true.
They won yesterday, so
no guts to take Colorado and the White Sox in the parlay. Imagine what that'll pay.
Colorado's not playing today, thank God.
They're not?
Yeah, they are. They're playing the Dodgers.
Are they?
No, they're playing the Padres. I won the parlay last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're at home. Oh, God. I just looked at that record. 6-32. Ugh.
Yeah, they're terrible.
It's bad.
They're terrible. If you bet 1 unit on the Rockies to lose going against them, fading them, you'd be up like about 30 units. I saw yesterday. It's ridiculous.
my brother did not my other brother, my middle brother. He talked parlays with the Royals and anybody that the Rockies were playing for the last week, and he's like, yeah, I'm up like $60, $80.
Jesus.
Because he just bet against the White Sox and the Rockies the entire time.
Yeah, because
I bet against the White Sox yesterday and the Rockies in a parlay, and the Atlanta Braves stink, so that doesn't help.
So I did Scooble over his K prop, and I laddered him to 10 strikeouts. I did a Tigers and Padres parlay.
I like
and
that.
a Scooble over 6.5, and I hit every one of them.
Yeah,
because Scooble had 12 strikeouts last night. The Rangers are terrible on offense right now. They're just brutal.
He was dominant.
Yeah,
so
he was a Cy Young for him. So
hey,
they got Flaherty DeGrom today.
Yeah, that's why I stayed away from it. DeGrom. I don't trust the Tigers bats today.
Yeah, DeGrom. Yeah, and Flaherty is 1-4, so that's not a good sign for Detroit.
Nah, I don't trust him. Not with. I don't know. We'll see. I might fight in.
This starts to smell like the day where the Rangers offense has that little spurs where they put up the 5-6 spot and then shut out the other team. This feels like one of those days.
Today's the day for that.
It kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like because they've already had a couple the 2 losses against Boston that they let get away, and then the Tiger game last night. So
that's fair. All right, here we go. My 1-2 and a bonus. Kind of staying with the same format I did last week in here. Blue Jays Mariners for taking over at 8.5 runs tonight. -110 on BetMGM. We're going to take the Capitals and Hurricanes. We're going to take the under, ladies and gentlemen, the under 5.5 goals. Hurricanes being one of the top under team, and I think it continues here. So under 5.5, -110 on MGM, and then we'll go UFL because why not go with UFL? And this time though, instead of taking an over/under total on the game today between Michigan and Arlington, we're going to take Michigan at -3. You can get that -115 on BetMGM. I think you could probably find something a little sweeter, but that's what I had there for my locks. And just plain simple, Michigan can score points. Arlington has had a few really, really, really low-scoring games. I think Michigan's just a tad better on offense, so I think they can pull through with that 3. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's our favorite part, or my favorite part at least. It's our prize picks, pick 6. Each of us get to pick 2 legs of this prize, of the two lineup. I guess 2-man lineup would be considered a prize picks, pick 6, as we go about. So, without further ado, guys, and this is something easy. You throw it in and you do the flex play, so you get a chance to either win your money back, win a little bit, or whatever. We've been doing pretty hot last week in our price picks. pick six record here. We missed one on Saturday last week. That was a Judge 0.5 walk that did not hit. Everything else hit, including a Tucker home run. So we did that. And then in Sunday's prize picks, pick six, we missed two. Aaron Judge home run did not hit, and a Curry over 4.5 first minute PRA did not hit. But Scott did hit his Golf Scheffler under 66.5 strokes both days. So we got some, it's not just basketball and baseball, guys. We got some other picks going. So without further ado, here it is, your price picks, pick six, picks of the day. Scott, start us off.
There's no Scotty Scheffler today, so
no Scheffler under 66.5 strokes.
I stayed very, very vanilla today. I went Alex Bregman over half a hit, run, RBI. So at prize picks, you can go down on it. It was 4.5. That's why I went down on it. All he's got to do is get one hit, one run, one RBI, and it cashes. And the other one, I went Reagans and Crochet combined 13.5, over 13.5 strikeouts. I think these guys are going to put up at least 15 today. So I think the Royals Red Sox again are going to be a low scoring game tonight. So
all right, let's see here. Pitchers, strikeouts, combo.
It's under the combined strikeouts.
Yeah,
that's where I found it.
We're going to take the more on that, and then Bregman hits, runs, rubies.
Yep, I went half because 4.5 is way too much. So
I got to find out. I'm putting this all in, guys, because I'm playing it with you for those at home here. So let me grab this here. Where you at, Bregman? Come on.
He's way down. He had to scroll.
Why is he so far down?
It's because they don't play until 7 o'clock Eastern tonight.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. I guess that's fair. All right. Got the 0.5 hits, run, rubies. Okay. All right, Alan. What do you got?
Might be a stretch, but somebody needs to step up for Golden State with Curry out. So I'm going Buddy Hield over 15.5 points. And shout out to Jonathan Grisham, by the way, on this next pick. I'm going to go Andrew Heaney over 4 strikeouts. He's been surprisingly one of the best pitchers on the Pirates staff.
Why are we shouting out Jonathan on this? Has Jonathan been touting him?
No, I'm saying because he picked the Pirates, remember? That's his sleeper pick.
He's going to have to switch this up because I don't foresee the Pirates. I'm very hesitant on it right now.
Where the hell is he?
He's got to be way down too, isn't he? Isn't that a late game?
I'm looking.
No, Pirates are an early game, I think. Yeah, they're 305 game.
Yeah, but is he on prize picks though? He might not be on prize picks. That's the thing.
Yeah, he is.
He is?
I just saw it on prize picks, yeah.
Where are you? 305. Oh, maybe they took it off.
I thought I just saw
Oh, there he is. I found him. Okay. We're good. All right. Over 4Ks. All right, we got that in. And then, all right, we'll go to my side of things here for the pick 2. All right, this guy from Minnesota last week, he blew up, or last game blew up. Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah.
Guard. We're going to take the under 6 points today. Similar to what we saw in a lot of these second game series. These guys don't repeat their point production. So we're going to take the under 6 points here because he's been under outside of this last game. And then I don't have anything for the Boston series because you never know what's going to happen there. But we're going to take Brandon Podziemski. Jesus Lord. Podziemski. We're going to take the under 5.5 boards for him. So with that being the case here, NBA rebounds, or take the under on him. These are both less than, so that's kind of where I'm aiming for. And where you at here? Nikhil. All right, so for $5, guys, this will turn into a $35 win if you do 20. And this is like I say before, you want to do the flex play on that. So that's kind of where we're leaning at today.
Couple things. Keep in mind, Anthony Edwards is playing with a sprained ankle, so you might want to stay away from him, or if his points is like 27.5 or something, you might want to go under that because he's dealing with a left ankle sprain, and those are not fun to play with. Number two, I talked about the Saints' least wins. I also put in the Patriots to finish second AFC East because the Jets are a dumpster fire, and the Dolphins draft, and they have a lot of holes that they need to fill. And then I put Burrow in over 4,150 passing yards. I did them now because that's where you're going to get the best value on them. So if you watch the Bengals, they just got to throw the ball. They just signed Higgins and Chase to massive contracts. They're not going to use them. Of course they are. So yeah, Burrow doesn't get hurt. You can hit that easily this year. So
Bobby G.
Now's the time. What's up, Bobby? Now's the time to put in some future. If you have any feeling on the NFL futures, now's the time to do it. It's when you're going to get the best prices around. Because people are starting to bet it. They're starting to. I'm seeing slowly prices go up and down. So
that's true. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapped up here. A little over 30 minutes. I apologize, but we're about 36. We'll be under 40. Hey, it's a lot of fun stuff still on today. A lot of baseball, good Stanley Cup playoffs going on, and the NBA playoffs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Put in the comments what you're betting today. What's your price picks, underdog lineup as well, and just tell us. Tell us.
Also, not for betting purposes, but Backlash tonight too.
Oh, that is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and did you guys see a Paisan got to the Pope? Guy from Philadelphia is the Pope. First time an American-born Pope in history. So,
yeah, there's a lot of memes off that one, especially around the Bears. So it's pretty.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot on Twitter. Oh,
he's a White Sox fan, unfortunately. So,
well,
he was at the Yankees World Series when they won.
Yeah, he was. That's right, he was.
I mean,
Pope was going to come into.
When you got a little money, you can go to any game you want, right? So,
yep.
So all right, guys.
The Cardinals draft pick is in.
Yeah, they did. They presented like a draft pick, dude. That was wild. So, all right, guys, we're out of here. We'll catch you tomorrow. We'll see you guys.
See ya.